Auntie, and today you're going to see your Kiddywinks perform their production that they have done in 7 lessons. You're going to see some of the things that they have learned. We can't do everything because we'll be here all day, but they're breathing and, well, anyway, let's get on with the show. The thing is, with these children, they're not only learning theatre, they're learning life. They're learning to be punctual, to be reliable. And we've had one little girl that wasn't so reliable, and so the children have taken her part. And so at a moment's notice, these Kiddywinks have learned her role and doing her dance steps and doing all this, that and the other, which also is very good for them because it just means that they're getting their little brains working and they have to learn to be doubly reliable. And this, as I say, is very important. And I know you're going to love them. I've enjoyed them. This is the smallest class I've ever had, I think, but they've been absolutely adorable, and they, well, I think you're going to be amazed at what they've done in these 7 lessons. I think they're killing each other back there. No. And so, my darlings, let's get on with the show, and would you make space for me, please? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to breathe. And of course the Kiddywink says we're breathing all the time. Are you in the right space? Yeah. All right, because we can't see our little darling there. Can you move a little bit further over? That's it. All right. And they have to learn to breathe because we have to learn to project. And also, what else did we do with our breathing? Shall we tell? We breathe in through our nose, fill our lungs with air, and out pops the diaphragm. And all our energy comes from where? The diaphragm. Yes. All right, so we're going to do our breathing first, shall we? Can you see them, darlings? All right. Let's do it for our Auntie will stand here. Breathe in. And okay, and ah. Okay, and open your mouth. Open your mouth. Down. Ah. Oh. Go. Oh. Again, and smile and keep those teeth apart and your tongue flat in your mouth so we don't get any sound, do we? All right, let's do it. Go. Smile more, Andrew. Good. Now we're going to do what we call our karate chopping, aren't we? And this is putting our energy into our, not only our speech, but into our bodies. Because, of course, when we're doing a theatre, we're not just standing still doing our things, are we? So let's show them how we do it, shall we? Are we ready? Go. Ooh. Ah. Oh. E. More energy. Ooh. Ah. Oh. E. More energy. Ooh. Ah. Oh. E. Now. Ooh. Ah. Oh. E. Ooh. Ah. Oh. E. Ooh. Ah. Oh. E. Ooh. Ah. Oh. E. Ooh. That's where all your energy goes. Good. Now, we're going to show you our stage walks. It is very important to be, well, first of all, let's do our parts of the stage, shall we? Yes. We'll do parts of the stage because they've got to know where they are on the stage. What sort of stage are you on at the moment?
Proscenium.
Proscenium stage. Why is it called a proscenium stage? Because of the
proscenium arch.
proscenium arch. And what hangs from the proscenium arch?
The curtain.
The curtain. What goes before the curtain?
The apron.
The apron. Do we perform on the apron on occasions?
Yes.
Because when the curtain is closed, we perform on that side. So all the actions that that they have learned is for a proscenium stage, which is the most common stage. We have thrust stages, but they haven't learnt about that. There's many things they haven't learnt about, but this is important. All right, then, my darlings, will you show me where centre stage is? Centre stage is where Lindsay is standing. All right. Now, Andrew, would you like to stand to the side and tell me what part of the stage are you standing?
Center stage right.
Good.
Center stage right.
Good.
Center stage. Center left stage.
Mm-hmm.
Center stage left.
Right. Now, would you all stand up stage centre? Oops. Now, up stage centre. That's it. Good then. Behind. Now, you're all standing up stage centre. Now, Kelvin, you stay where you are, and would you stand down stage centre for me? Everybody. Downstage. All right. So anything that's, we've divided it up into what? Into squares, haven't we? Now, would you go, darling, upstage right for me? Calvin, upstage left. Downstage right. Downstage left. Upstage centre. All right. Andrew, would you give your acting friend, one of them, a place to go on the stage?
Down stage center.
Is she right? Yes. Okay. Now you give one to someone.
You. Center right.
Right. Go on, darling. Stay where you are. Give one to someone.
Middle.
No. That isn't what it's called, is it?
Center stage.
All right. Now you give one to Calvin.
Center right stage.
Good. Now Calvin, give one to someone on the stage because you haven't given one.
Right stage left. Oops.
That would be an interesting.
Down stage right.
All right. Good. Of course, there are many more parts, but that's as much as we've got to this session. All right, my darlings. Now we're going to do stage walks. And again, this is important because children, well, in fact, darlings, you tell them. What is important about knowing how to walk on the stage?
Because you're really good.
Yes, so that you don't upstage yourself and so that you don't turn. And this is on a proscenium stage, so this is important, isn't it? All right? Would you like to do it? This also can be used for model walks. That's the only time your rear is allowed to be in gear, needless to say. All right, go. We had the modelling things, as a matter of fact, when we did it. I think you did it, I think you boo-booed there, didn't you? Come back again.
Where?
When you turned. I know, all right, so, okay, go. Think. Each thing leads to another. you will find that doing this, then it leads to stage falls. And it's very important to do a stage fall right so that they don't break their arms or their legs. And that's where you learn the disciplines of the theatre craft. And this is what these little darlings have been doing. Funny how we all feel as though they've got left feet, they wonder where their feet are going. Now, would somebody like to show us how you're not supposed to do it, so they can see how beautifully, elegantly you have looked? No? Oh, you see, isn't it wonderful? They're finding it hard to do it wrong now, you see, which is gorgeous. No. That's it. Their rear is turned this way instead of keeping. They have to keep their bodies open at most of the time. All right, great. All right, now everybody in a line from stage right to stage left, and we're going to show them how to do stage falls. This, of course, is done in slow motion, which is much more difficult than doing everything quickly. And they learn this. What are you not supposed to put your hands to the ground? Tell me.
Because you could break them.
Yes. And how is it when you put your feet under? Why must you
Because if you put them here, then you could
knock your teeth out or whatever? All right?
break them.
Right. Let's all do it together, then I'll shoot you all, and then you can do it singly. All right? Let's say what we say. Right foot forward, turn, kneel. All right? Are we ready? Go.
Right foot forward, turn, kneel, tuck foot under, back you go. Breathe in, kneel, get up.
Good, good. So you see, no arms down, no nothing, so that when they did that quickly, they'll remember it forevermore, that that's how they fall. When they do stage feints, they fall, they don't put their arms down, because many of them has been broken. All right, now I'm going to stand down here, and I'm going to shoot them all. This is my big pleasure, isn't it? No, that's lovely. And this also is for concentration. They don't know who I'm going to shoot. So they've got to watch me, watch Auntie, to see if it's them. All right? And so this is, again, is their concentration, it's part of their concentration. All right? Bang. 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 Bit obvious if you don't. All right. Breathe in, kneel and up. They've learned that their energy, you'd be surprised how many kiddywinks, they're like little, they're so pliable. And they don't realise that their energy stems from here. And unless they breathe correctly, they can't get up. We had a few of those at the beginning. Do you remember darling faces with, I can't get up, Auntie, the legs are all up here. Oh yes, if you're breathing and you tighten up those muscles, you can get up. And we did have lots of giggles about that. But now they're wonderful, you see. So when they're doing it right, that is the important thing. All right then, my darlings. Shall we show them stage fights? All right, take your partner. Our little one that's missing, someone will do it again. Come out of the way, else you're going to be murdered. All right. Now, the important part about this, and of course wrestling is very much like this, it's all a game. This is in slow motion, and of course it looks very artificial. But when they get to the stage where they can do it and throwing each other, they'll be fine. All right, who's going first? All right, and don't forget to step in. 10, she holds on to the shoulder. She nearly sat on her ankle. Would you like to get up and do it again, Babyface? This is part of this. Notice the stage fall, that she's doing part of that. The hand on their shoulder like this, I'll use you. The hand on the shoulder is not to push her, although from an audience point of view, it looks as though they're being aggressive. But really, it's to steady the person that's falling, and this is very important, and so that they don't hurt themselves. All right, go. Do it slowly, all right? Steadying her. Look, Babyface, see what she could do? She could break her ankle. Get back up. You don't tuck your leg under until you do it right. Go. Tuck your foot under. That's it. And back you go. Now she's going to drag her across the floor. She'll be out in the next room. So now what she does is step in. Now she's going to pick up. It looks as though, hold it. It looks as though that she is throwing her, but in actual fact she's steadying her so that when she rolls, and then she'll help her over, but it looks as though she's throwing. Tuck your head in and go. Over she goes. Now she'll pick up, no, that's it. Kneel up, and up you get. No arms touching the ground. Now, little Tummy's is going to do it now. All right. Down she goes. Drag her across the floor. Open it there like. All right. Now she's going to get up, and she's grabbing her leg, and she's going over and throwing her over. No. Get back again. You got up wrong. Now, show Auntie how to do it right. Roly-poly over. Hold it up with both hands, darling. Now, look, hold it where you've got your foot. Put your foot back where it shouldn't, where you've got it. Put it back up. See, now get up, get up. Now, she's doing that, and that's wrong. Look what she could do. See? She could knock her teeth out, she could cut her tongue, and that's why Auntie has to tell you to do it over and over again, right? So that knee must stay down, all right? And especially if you're doing it quickly. Up you get. Kneel on that. No, you've got to kneel on your knee to get up. And you've got your wrong leg, that's probably a lot to do with it. Put your right leg, sweetheart, that's it. Now, kneel on that knee when you get up. See, it's easier doing it the right way. Remember that. It's good she's making the mistakes, so then we can show you what not to do. Next two. Andrew's hurt his knee, but he is going to take the endeavour to do it. All right. This is better. All right, Kelvin, I'll think that's fine. All right. Step in, darling. There we go. That's it. Up again. Good. All right. Hold on. There we go. Always use both hands, darlings, because there it goes. And up. All right, where's our little darling? It's your turn. As they progress, they will do it much more quickly, of course, and it looks much more realistic, but we don't want to do it. And it's harder to do it slowly, so in actual fact they're doing much better than most, because it's much harder to do it slowly. You've got to control and discipline. All right? Up you get. Wait a minute. Which leg? Yes. Get your brains working down. That's it. Wait a minute, which side are you on? Look at the like this. It turns into a pretzel if you do it that way. All right, are we ready? Turn over and up you get. Remember, right knee bent to get up. Right knee bent to get up. Which one did you do? That's it. Now do it. Good. It's amazing what these kiddywinks do in such a short time. All right, my little darlings. We've done that. We're going to show you two now. The point is, it's good to give them a script to learn, because that's important too. But they've also got to learn to move with words. And these darling kiddywinks, we're going to do the zoo, visit to the zoo. And these kiddywinks have learned it in class, and they've done it for just two sessions, 2 weeks, that's all. And they've had to learn it. I haven't given them any paper, they had to learn it in class. And they've learned it by movement. So that with connecting the movement and the poem, they have learned the dance steps, the grapevine, and all this, which is very useful in all dance movements. So we've choreographed it, haven't we, darling faces? We've choreographed it, and I think you're going to enjoy it. I'm going to go back there so you can see, and it's as cute as a button. So, let me get back here, excuse me. The visit to the zoo. do chorus work. You know, people say, I'm only in the chorus. And that is the hardest to get yourself coordinated with somebody else. It's one of the hardest things of all. So when you see chorus people, and they say, we're only in the, oh, if the Kiddywinks are in the play at school, I'm only in the chorus. They have the hardest task to do. And I think they did exceptionally well, considering we've only done it twice, right? I think you're very clever, my little darlings. Now, we've got an extra treat for you because we're going to do our play. Now, this is a script play that Auntie had written some time ago, and we do it for touring. In fact, these are just 2 little plays because we didn't have enough children to do more than 2. But they're great, and I'd like you to get ready for our Aesop's Fables, if you would. Someone's really ready about the matter. The father and his children. A kind and good father sat listening to his children. Who did nothing but fight and argue with one another.
It's not fair. I don't think it's fair either. Well, what should I do? I did the dishes yesterday. It's your turn. I dusted them out yesterday. Am I to do the dishes too? Yes. No. Yes. No. I'll do nothing more. I made the beds.
At which time they all began to fight. The father picked up a twig made of 3 twigs and cracked.
Why do you argue about who's done what? Come here and feel this rod.
I'm not going. Me either. Nor am I. Yes, you are. Are you going to spank us, Father?
No, child, but I am going to teach you a lesson. Each of you try to bend this rod.
Each in
I
turn
can
tried to bend it,
Yes, I can.
but it was of no use.
It's no use, Father.
Now let me unbind it.
He does,
Now each of you take one.
they do,
Now bend them.
they did.
You see, children, how easy it is to bend a twig that is on its own, but put them together and they stand fast and strong like a train. That is how it should be, my children. That is how it should be, my children. We work doing our individual tasks, but as one family together, we stand firm and strong.
The children shook each other's hands and thanked their father.
Thank you, Father. Not working together puts the world into a state of war and turns every man's hand against his brother. But so long as we work together, the hands hold fast. It is as one strength that is not easily broken. Birds of a feather. Caw, caw, caw. What?
Come, dog, eat up the farmer's crops. You're late.
Oh, quit your fussing. There's plenty of food. A poor innocent stork happened to fly down among a duck and a brook.
Come, stork, eat up the farmer's crops and enjoy yourself.
No, I can't do that. That's just stealing. Why not go a little further and eat from the pod? Oh, I hate goody-goodies. It's no fun eating from the pond. Everyone does that.
together. Your fate is sealed. You'll be treated like the rest.
We must always keep good company. If not, we can be judged with the bad company, no matter how innocent a bystander we might be. My name is Amanda Stronge. I'm 8 years old and I go to Ena Elementary.
My name is Kristen Letty. I'm 11 years old and I go to Salem Elementary.
My name is Kelvin Stronge. I'm 9 years old and I go to Harrogate School.
Hi, my name's Kelvin Stronge. I'm 12 years old and I go to Carver Middle.
Amazing what they have learned in seven classes. I'm of 7 little lessons that they've had. I'm very, very proud of them. This is Auntie's 27th year of teaching theatre with children. And of course we're going to continue on Wednesdays. We're going to do classes, and of course we need 10 children in a class. Normally we have 10. So if you know of any little kiddywink that would like to be a part of it, and we'll do our performances, and the more they do, the more they will progress, and the more confident they will be in their schoolwork and in their little selves. Don't you think their diction was great? And their projection, I thought they did very well. This is something we learned and really had to work at, because they were like little mice when they came in at first. But now I think they're going to be very confident little people and very confident little actors, and I'm very proud of you. And thank you for letting me share your kiddywinks these past 7 weeks, and I look forward to the future. Thank you, darlings, and thank you for coming.
Mama, can you take a picture?
Yes. Yes, they would like their daddies and the mummies to get up there so they can be on the video too. Go on. You should be up there. May I introduce you to my father-in-law, mother-in-law? This is Audrey and Tom Harrison. Tom Harrison is a very well-known actor in England and a singer, so I know that he enjoyed himself seeing these kiddywinks, didn't you, darling?
Not only have I enjoyed myself, I have learned 2 things.
What's that?
Picking up the stage is much easier the way you do it than I had to do it when I was in Germany. Thank you for teaching me. I'd love to be with you.
They look great, don't they?
Right.
My babies. And they also, I was very proud of them because they had to fill in for another little girl, and I don't think you could tell which one was filling in. No, at any time. So they learned it very quickly. You became the stork, didn't you? No notice at all. And this little darling narrated stuff. So I was very, very proud. Just the show must go on, mustn't it, Kiddywinks? That's what it is, and look as though we know what we're doing, isn't it? We say now, get out there and look as though you know what you're doing, right? Is that true? And what is the magical word?
Discipline.
Discipline, yes, that's the magical word. It gets us through everything, isn't it? Right. Lovely. Well, I thank you again. We've enjoyed it. And I thank you for being so wonderful and changing it at the, to the Monday rather than the Wednesday. So, it gave us that extra half hour. That's great. Thank you, darlings. Incidentally, you'll all get a videotape at the end, so I know that. Do you know Clarence? I'm sure you must know Clarence. Do they know Clarence? Yes, you do now. Clarence. And his assistant. I
Nicely composed on the stage. That's what happens in life. If you go meet somebody and you feel composed, you know, it's not a question of teaching everybody to be actors and actors. Teach them communication.
Oh, yes. Yes, we're getting back to that. Oh, yes, that's right, of course. That's right. That's a good day.
And I regret people encourage me
Thank you, Mademoiselle.
to seem a bit tedious, boring, moving, turning.
Clarence, are you going to mail the tape?
Good investment.
Either we'll call them when they're ready.
Pardon?
We'll call them when they're ready.
Well, yeah, call when they're ready, figure it out.
Today we fly to Atlanta, from Atlanta we fly to England.
I'm an airline pilot, so
I go fly. It was, but I think these sort of things, you know, for children are so important. I know, it's up to parents, isn't it? You know, because children don't normally gravitate to being told what to do. But once they master the technique, they can use it.
I'm a pianist, but
I think
never
auntie
play
were
anywhere.
everybody. She's an auntie to everybody.
Well, we go to church with her always, St. John's. So.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
great scene.
You
Yeah, I
saw
think
Dana's
it's very-
wedding, did you, last year?
Did you? No?
We were newcomers.
Yeah, last year.
In April last
Oh,
year.
you know Sarah?
We were here then for her wedding.
What's
Are you going to a new school afterwards? Is that what you've
That's why I figured out where she had to go.
you fly to Manchester?
Get the, there we go.
It's like a TV studio.
This is a TV studio. They tape all sorts. They must do, because they're taping us. All sorts.
You are yapping.
They'll tape anything,
He's trying to
yeah.
take a picture.
I know. Well, no, but it's a movie picture.
Oh, we see it.
Yes,
Oh.
it's not just a
It's
picture.
in the negative.
Yes, it's definitely. Is that it?